how to write chapter 1, section by section. Our topic is on technique to eat bread with a chopstick for breakfast. A simple topic so that bachelor, masters and PhD student can connect easily. Let's start with 1.1 introduction. Start the introduction with number 1, breakfast. Look at the topic, breakfast, because that is the topic's anchor. Your writing should be on why breakfast is important and so on and so forth. That is the initial part. That is the open of the funnel. Followed by number 2, the next part of the introduction funnel. What typically people eat for breakfast? Look at the topic, what they eat for breakfast. And then you can introduce bread. Now we go to 1.2 background. The structure starts with number 1, how we usually eat bread. We normally use hand to eat bread, kan? So we start with that lah. From this point, the focus is switching towards the technique. The funnel is moving down. From bread, now we're going to technique. Now you continue your background into paragraph number 2, where you need to tell why you need a new style of eating bread. Because bacterial transmission by holding your bread with hand. That is the whole reason. Now, let's go into problem statement. You guys can start the statement with paragraph 1, where holding the bread is wrong. Then what do other literature introduced? Why they say holding the bread is wrong, and what is the other technique that you think is not sufficient, that you need to come up with your own solution? The second paragraph, now we move into why would you propose chopstick? This is difficult, right? So you need to be able to justify, and what are the challenges of using chopstick. 1.4, research objectives and research questions. Example objective number 1, to identify the most effective techniques for eating various types of breads using chopstick. And then number 2, and then number 3. Now we go to research questions. Example of research question 1, what techniques can be developed to eat different types of bread using chopsticks? And then research question 2 and research question 3. If you guys want a more detailed explanation on how to build chapter 1 section by section, comment here, because I'm going to give all of you our template for introduction, background and problem statement. And make sure that you guys share the video. Don't forget, share the video. You share and then you comment, you will definitely get the templates from us. Don't forget, these are perfect templates to build your chapter 1 without having to worry fake information from AI or fake structure, useless structure from AI. If you comment without hitting share, you won't get the template. Okay? All the best, guys. I am going to teach you how to write chapter 1 introduction today. Remember, intro is some of the first things that an examiner or supervisor would read in your thesis. This is the template that I developed for you guys some time ago. If you want it, all you need to do is share this video, like it, and make sure you comment here saying template chapter 1, and I will PM you guys. Let's start from step number 1 to write a perfecto introduction. Step number 1. Start with a broad introduction. See, on the right hand side of the template, you can see an example given from a thesis. This particular write-up is from a thesis that we coached, which the student graduated with minor correction. So it's a fantastic example for you guys to go through. Chapter 1 can be explained with this diagram. If you look at the top part, it's very broad, right? The introduction. That's why this particular write-up template starts from 10th Malaysian plan right above here, and slowly will narrow down and connect with the background of the chapter. Then followed by problem statement and RORQ. Step number 2. Here is where you explain the core study with a touch of literature review. Slowly, the author introduced the existing literature by quoting 2 proceedings on water resources. When we look at step number 3, this is where the studies focus and involved parties' bodies will take place according to the literature. In this part, more studies taken place on the context of policies, because this study mainly focuses on policy development. Step number 4. From the focus area, funnel down to the study. Since it's not problem statement but introduction, we should still work on narrowing down the study. Step number 5. Step number 5 basically summarizing all of the above. That means you need to summarize from step 1, 2, 3, 4 into this step number 5. if you look at this is pretty simple. You just summarize the intro and bridge it to the background writing itself. So again, if you want this template and enable a very good introduction in your proposal, thesis, assignment, and if you also want my other templates, very simple, please share this video, like, and make sure you comment right here, and I will tell you how to download this particular template. How to write chapter 1 background for thesis, proposal, and journal. Let's learn background writing from my own template, uniquely designed for all of you. This is the usual table of content for chapter 1. So here, the introduction part, we have already completed the video, which you can watch from the video I've tagged right down here. Now, continuing on the topic of water management, we start from step 1, connecting back to the introduction. Under the column of example from thesis, for step 1, the first paragraph is the background of Malaysia, which is the core of the topic that we took as an example. And then, second paragraph connects back to the introduction, which we did before. Next, step 2, where we further dive into key factors shared in the introduction. Key factor in this thesis is related to water and everything that surrounds that water in a policy making. Now, step 3, breaking down of the key factors, which everything surrounds the factor itself. Here, we are breaking down the government bodies that is responsible for managing the water resources. If you all want this template, very, very simple. Right now, share this video, like, and comment background template. Make sure you do all 3, and I will reply to you guys on how to download. Done. Now, step 4, issues with existing factors. Once you're already in step 4, you should slowly shift the focus to the problems or gaps. This is where you slowly open the road to problem statement. See right here? Then we go right into step number 5. Connecting existing solution to currently available solution. This is basically justifying the existing solution and what was done before. Okay, now we are going into final step, which is step number 6. In this segment is your connecting segment between your background and your problem statement. So here you need to be mildly critical to open the road for problem statement. That's what we have done here. So if you need coaching for your PhD or masters or publications, click the get code here and we will get in touch. If you want me to continue this part to the problem statement for the next video, mention here in the comment. See you in the next problem statement video. Latest problem statement template with a brand new topic. If you guys are wondering how about introduction and background writing, I need those templates as well. Nothing to worry. Those templates were introduced via these videos and these videos. I have tagged them right down here for you to access easily. Now, if you need all the templates to complete your chapter 1, you guys know the drill. Like, share, and comment all chapter 1 templates. This problem statement template was inspired from a PhD thesis, as the title shows right here. Step number 1, why you are doing the research. So now look at the example section, which is taken from the thesis that we coach the student. So the opening of the problem statement is by mentioning the factors on e-learning. Why? Why you need to do this? Because in step number 1 is all about connecting the problem statement back to the background. Don't forget, there must be always a connectivity. Now step number 2 is all about selling the issue and why we need to investigate this particular topic. So if you look through the example, we are building segment by segment of literature of the current situations. From there, we jump into step number 3. What is wrong with the current situation? Basically, we are deep diving further from step number 2. From the example column again, you can see it is a second level of deeper statements to convince your readers. Now, we are heading into step number 4. It is the time for the first regard to your potential solution. That means the journey to get there. Here, in the example section, we are going to talk about all the existing solutions towards e-learning. Once you complete all those explanations, step number 5 is going to talk about minor literature review on the existing solutions. which essentially means from step number 4, you will go into a second level of drilling. Finally, we are going into steps number 6 and 7. Step 6 will shut all the existing solutions with a critical review. Critical review is all about criticizing the previous literature. Learn how to criticize. Then step number 7 will open the door to your real solution. Now, step 7 will pave your way into RO and RQ in a very precise manner. And if you want to precisely write your problem statement, get a free copy of the template from my Telegram group. Make sure you like and share. Good luck.